In the criminal justice system, street racing offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Street Racing Prevention Unit. These are their stories. I don't talk about it oftenly, but tires, all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, when you live where I live. When you drive in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, the tri-state area, or anywhere basically in the Northeast, you got to be prepared for weather like this. Now, I'm on my way to visit my cousin who just purchased a Scat pack charger. And then almost immediately, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and all of a sudden my phone's ringing. And I'm like, oh God, what the hell is this shit? It's too early for it to be a telemarketer. Who could it be? Turns out it's my cousin. Calls me to tell me that he spun out on the road, and he wasn't even doing more than 50 miles an hour because he came into work while weather was kind of like this. And it's been like this all day, which is, that's par for the course when you're dealing in October, because usually around Halloween it starts to rain and stuff. But as you'll notice, people reduce their speed. They're driving like 40, 45 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour. And as you'll also notice, this other guy right here, this guy's been in a horrible accident, damaged his bumper right here. He's got a silver Jeep just like mine, except I got the SRT, he does not. And you'll notice that we're staying in the middle of the road. Well, there's a reason for that. It's because when you're on the sides, like right here, and I'm using whoa, you see these patches of water? These patches of water will pull your car right towards the wall. Because what happens is, it's a large mass of water. Your sights and your tires can't get rid of the water fast enough. So what ends up happening is you get drag, and that drag will cut your acceleration down and drag you right into the wall. And that can happen on either side. What you'll notice, most of these people, they tend to stay away from the left or the right where the water pools develop. Because when you go through them, you can't power through them. I think a front-wheel drive car might be able to handle it slightly better because the traction and weight is on the front tires. But all-wheel drive can kind of handle it, but rear-wheel drive absolutely cannot. So this is something that I had warned him about. I told him, it's like, before you buy a new car, you should consider whether or not you want to get an all-wheel drive Charger GT, or whether you're going to want to get a rear-wheel drive Charger anything, But he specifically wanted a Hemi. So now when you get the Hemi, now you've got a lot more torque, you got a lot more horsepower. And because of that torque, going through water can be very treacherous, because, that amount of power going towards the rear wheels, that's part of the reason why Mustangs had so much problems. It's like, as soon as it starts snowing or raining, a lot of people, Mustangs, they don't even want to bring those cars out. Then the second issue, cost of tires. My tires I got from Walmart, I think they were about $175 each. If you go for those Pirellis, you're looking at $380 to $450, depending upon whether or not there's a rush on tires, or whether or not they're well in stock. During certain times of the year, tires prices go up. Usually when I get them from Walmart, they're about $175 each. And with this Jeep SRT, it's a lot better on tires than a Charger or a Chrysler 300 rear-wheel drive. And it's a hell of a lot better than the Hellcat. When you're driving a Hellcat, you're going through tires maybe every 2,000 to 3,000 miles. If you're lucky, you might be able to get 5,000 miles out of a Chrysler 300 or a Dodge Charger SRT. But the problem is, those cars grind those rear tires to dust. So, oh, look at this guy. This guy wants to prove something out here. What are you trying to prove, buddy? What are you trying to prove? This guy with the stupid RAV4s. I'm going to let him go, because I tell you, when you spin out and you end up in the ditch and they're calling the cops to identify you, it's like, yeah, I'm not going to be anywhere near you. I'm going to be sipping soda somewhere else. But anyway, these are treacherous conditions, and you do not want to be risking a very lovely, expensive car out here. But as for tire prices, I was doing some looking for them, because I told him, I was like, listen, whenever you buy a car, always inspect it to find out what kind of tires it's coming with. If you're buying a Hellcat, if you're buying a Charger or Challenger, and a lot of people seem to be buying these things. You know, their Dodges had no problem selling these cars. But if you're buying one of these cars, you got to inspect it and find out what kind of tires you got. If you have summer tires on these cars, you can drive through rain, but snow and ice will get you killed at 5 to 10 miles an hour. If you're driving on all seasons, what they usually do is they put Goodyear Eagle RSAs on the car. Yeah, you can be okay on that. But if you've got those summer or those 3-season tires, nah, you can forget it. Don't do it. You see, I got a little bit of pull right there. I got a little bit of drag pull right there. Because what it is sometimes these imperfect roads, they start to build up a little bit of that puddle water. And it can even happen in the middle lane. And the problem is speed mixed with the uncertainty of the hydroplaning. Yeah, that'll get you. So, one of the reasons I like the Hankook Ventus STs is because they have deep grooves, they have deep sipes. They're really good for rain and snow. But the only downside is when you're driving on regular drive pavement, it kind of wears down the tire quicker. Now, if you have Pirellis, the Pirellis are pretty good all-season performers, but their tire wear is horrible. Like, you're going to replace those tires relatively quickly into the car's life. I'm talking like 3,000 miles. Because when I had that Chrysler 300 or that Dodge Charger, is like I was going through tires like crazy. Most of the guys on these car teams, what they do is they get drag radials and they roll those in the back. But the problem is it eats into your budget almost immediately. You know, it's not the best thing to have. You know, so it's actually good that Chrysler FCA, they decided to get rid of the ugly Chargers in the very beginning where the grille looked ugly. And they started making them all look more like SRT models. So now you can get a GT that looks like an SRT, and now you have the safety of, oh, that guy's got a Hellcat. That guy right there was not safe with that Challenger. He's not safe to be driving like this. But anyway, now they've made their cars look really good, so everybody wants one. But the thing about it is, if you're planning on buying one of these cars, especially since so many of you are getting suckered into these coronavirus 0 APR loans, where they're trying to sell these 2020s off the lot, you got to remember to check your tires. And furthermore, if you buy a car used, make sure that it's got brakes that are either relatively new or are brand new. So tires and brakes, main things you want to look into, especially if you're dumb enough to buy a used Hellcat. Because if you buy a used Hellcat, you better be ready to spend about $3,000 on a brake job. You better be ready, because chances are, if that car has anything more than about, 100 miles on it, you got to be careful. The rotors start to wear, because a lot of these idiots get these cars and they start doing burnouts and shit. And next thing you know, everything, the whole goddamn front end has to be rebuilt, because they really beat the hell out of these cars, especially Scat Packs. They beat the hell out of these cars. Like I'm looking at this water on the side. Like some of these grates are doing their job, some of them aren't. So the safest thing I can do is jump back in front of this Toyota, whatever this thing is, or this Equinox. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look what happened. You spun out, buddy. He spun out. Look at this. Look at this. Pile-ups in the morning. So yeah, the middle is actually really a safer place to drive. A lot of people, they're interested in passing people, and that's where you get into the accidents, because you try to pass somebody, so you start speeding up to pass them, and then you hit one of these patches of water, and now you're in trouble. You gotta be so careful. Oh shit, let me slow down now. You gotta start slowing down. These cars will absolutely take you right into the back of the next car. You gotta be so careful. Look at this guy. Got something to prove. Where his RAV4 all dented up. That's why it's all dented up. It's all dented up because you're up there trying to prove something. Trying to drive that thing like a maniac. Goddamn RAV4s. Look at this guy. Major World. Major World. Selling them subprime loan Toyotas. Major World. And that's all they're good for, Major World. Major World, you could have a 500 credit score and $1,000 in your pocket, and they'll put you into something just to get that $1,000 from you and to help them clear up their lots. Subprime drivers. There ought to be a law. Look at this guy. This guy's taking photos. What are you doing? This guy's taking pictures. What was it really necessary for y'all to put a divider here? What's this for? It's like all this damn traffic for no good reason. And then you get to these narrow streets right here. Look at this. Narrow. It's very narrow. It's so narrow. And then you get these women overconfident with their SUV because now that they have a taller SUV, now they feel power for the first time in their life, and they get that power rush, and then they try to override your butt, like they try to drive like they're maniacs. I was on the road yesterday. There was this chick in one of those, what was it, a CHR Toyota, and this chick, my God, I thought she was trying to race me somewhere. I was like, what the hell are you doing? And that's what it is. They get that feeling, they get that little taste of power, and then all of a sudden they think they're God behind these wheels. It's terrifying. That little taste of power, all of a sudden they think, yeah, I'll race him. It's like, what's that say on the back of his car? What does that say, SRT? Yeah, he ain't nothing. I got this brand new Nissan Sentra. I'll tear him up. And then they race them things right into the damn walls. That's why around here we get a lot of accidents with these kids with Acuras, and we get a lot of accidents with these kids with these damn Nissans because they get that taste of power. They got their little 2.4 liter, and they get that little taste of power, and then all of a sudden they're trying to race everybody, like these Infinities. Everybody with an Infinity talking like big, like dinosaurs. They talking big. Oh yeah, I can race you with my Infinity. I got a QX50. What you got? And they'd be like, well, I've got a Demon. And they'd be like, oh. And then next thing you know, they race and they get in car accidents, just like this guy. Look at this. Look at this. I don't want that happening to me. Y'all stay away from me. I don't want you anywhere near me getting into car accidents. You're not safe from my car. You stay away from me. Yeah, I'm going to get over here. I don't want you anywhere near me up there getting into car accidents. If you treat your car like that, then I know you're not going to treat mine good. Stay away from me. Stay over there. That's exactly. Whoa, 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 whoa! All this water. You hear that splash? No, whoa, no. No, and I'm only at 50 right now. The damn thing wants to go over there. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to get yourself good rain performance tires because then you get killed out here, boy. You're killed out here. Look at this guy with the 4MATIC. See, if you're going to buy a car up here, it has to have all-wheel drive. You can't buy nothing without all-wheel drive. If you don't have all-wheel drive, don't buy it. Otherwise, you're going to spin out like a hockey puck. Look at this guy. Keep that horrible, horrible Infinity away from me. All that damage. All that damn damage on the car. I don't want you nowhere near me. I mean, you know, that's what I always learn. It's like you go over to your cousin's houses and their toys are all busted up and broken up. It's like, I'm not letting you play with my toys. If you don't treat yours good, what are you going to do to mine? And a car is nothing more than a really big toy. Whoa, look at this water. Look at this water. Look at this water. All that water. I'm going to slow down. I'm slow down. Look at that water. Look at that water. I don't want that water nowhere near me, boy. Look at that big puddle. You can't even see the line. See, that's the scary thing about those Teslas with the self-driving. If you let that thing drive itself, what happens if it gets to a point it can't see the line? I think go right into a wall. Manhattan. How's it going? All right, almost there. Whoa, look at all this water. Whoa. Normally, if it's dry, I'll go around this curve at about 45 miles an hour and nobody can keep up with me. And I'll stay straight as narrow. And they're like, why is he going around that curve so fast? It's so I can merge into the traffic quicker. Right now, I ain't playing no games. I'm doing 26. I'm playing no games. Playing no games. I ain't crashing into no stupid Toyota minivan. I almost wish that I had like a beat up old used car where I just didn't care about it and I could drive it however I wanted in this horrible city and damage the bottom of it and like let it get sideswiped and stuff and just not care. It's like if I wanted to, see this BMW M8s. Those M8s, every time I see an M8, it gets wrecked. I don't know what it is. I post the photos on the community thing. BMW had a sale on their cars, right? And they've been trying to sell and lease these cars. And I've been seeing more M8s than like ever before. But every time I see, like I pass by the collision shops, those things are always getting into accidents. I don't know what it is. Got a 7 here. No. Wait, is that a 5? Yeah, that's a 5. I'm not into BMW. They just bore me. I just, nah. No, I'm just, no. Nope. Not interested. Dodge Journey. Now that is a good car right there. Those Dodge Journeys, let me tell you something. If you're looking for a SUV, but you don't want something too big or too fuel inefficient, take a look at that Dodge Journey. That is a good car. Those things are huge inside. Like, they're so big, they're a little bit smaller than a Jeep Grand Cherokee, and they cost a hell of a lot less. And they're good cars. Really good cars. Really good cars. Really good cars. Could you imagine having to do this commute every morning to get to Manhattan? Every single morning. Could you imagine this? There's some people who have to drive 60 miles a day in and out of the city. I do this every morning. Sooner or later, if the job doesn't kill you, the commute will. Like, every now and then you hear about these horrible car accidents where people will be crashing their cars into trees because they went to sleep on the Southern State Parkway. Yeah, well, the reason why is because after you get bored enough in traffic, it's like you stop nodding off. Next thing you know, you're having a really lovely dream, and then you crash right into a goddamn wall. It never fails. Never fails. It happens all the time. It happens like every week. A lot of them you hear about, a lot of them you don't. You got this Nissan Altima cheating girlfriend car right here. Apparently she's cheating and she doesn't have a good loving husband who can change her tire because she's cheating and he left her. You see? You should never have a car where your tires and your, what is it, what are those things, hubcaps all messed up. Stop cheating. And then there's the boyfriend who borrows the cheating girlfriend's car. And he's like, listen, let me borrow your car for a minute. I'll put gas in it. It's like, I don't trust those Nissan Altimas. I don't trust them at all. And then what's funny is the Nissan Altima, a lot of the people buy them, they try to race you. And I'm like, why are you trying to race me? You only got like a 2.6 liter, whatever that is. And they're trying to race you. And the scary thing is they're keeping up because the car weighs damn near nothing. So just that little 4-cylinder is just enough to keep up with you, which is amazing. Because those cars are so light. But man, when those things get in a car accident, it's like, yeah, bring the jaws of life because you're going to need them. Those cars get folded up like aluminum foil. Cheating girlfriends. You gotta watch out for these cheating girlfriends, boy. Back off of this guy just a little. I tell you, 20 minutes of New York City traffic is hell. It's absolutely hell. Especially in the rain. It's like with certain cars, I refuse to even drive into the city. I refuse to drive certain distances if it's raining. I just do. Because it's like these performance cars, these things will get you killed. This BMW. BMW M8. It's a nice little car, but it's too small. And way too expensive. And boring. It's like it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything cool. And if somebody gets a Mercedes GT, you get smoked. It's like you can't beat a Mercedes GT with that boring little BMW. As long as he likes it. And as long as he's happy. What you gonna do when the sheriff come around, come for you? Okay, whoa, Jesus, come on, slow down. All this damn rain. Okay, almost to the bridge. The commute in, let me tell you something, the commute into New York, it sucks. It really does. It sucks. Even with coronavirus, this is like half the traffic normally. Normally, it's much, much worse than this. Normally, it's much, much worse than this. Really bad. Really, really bad traffic every day. Now, this is Columbus Day. So because this is Columbus Day, it's technically a holiday. A lot of people won't have to go to the jobs that they probably no longer have because of coronavirus. But, okay. No. Whoa. Yeah, so. Another Dodge Journey. I gotta say, this is like my favorite car ever. It really is. It's like, it's not low to the ground, so you don't have to worry about these horrible roads destroying the bottom of your car. Every single feature you can possibly get. Heated, cooled seats. I don't have my heated seat on because I didn't need it. It's not like freezing out, but it's cold, freezing rain. The rain is cold. Wait, so it's like, it's just so comfortable. So very, very comfortable. But as you notice, pretty much everybody here has an SUV. So this way they don't have to worry about this weather. Now we're making this is a jail right here. So you gotta love how they sneak a jail right into your community. It's like if you didn't see that sign on the front, you'd assume that this was something benign like a school or maybe even a medical facility. It turns out this is a jail. So you know how the right wing is talking all that smack about de Blasio and Cuomo. Like, oh yeah, they're letting all the criminals out. It's like, well, we had an option. We could either let the criminals out or we could let them contract coronavirus and spread it more. And even though some of you live in states nobody gives a goddamn about, like West Virginia, North Dakota, South Dakota, places like where you've got fewer than 700,000 people, we have 9.9 million people here. And the option was either we can let these people out or we could continue to lose over 2,000 people a day to coronavirus. So on the thought that the average criminal is not killing 2,000 people a day, they said, you know what, forget it. Let these people out of here and we'll get them later. It was a simple decision that had to be made. And they're like, hey, yeah, well, Cuomo put the old people in a nursing home and he let them die in there. It's like, well, understand something. A lot of these people in these nursing homes, they have family members who, and I'm just going to say it, they have family members who aren't equipped to take care of them, aren't prepared mentally to take care of them, in many cases aren't prepared financially to take care of them, and in some cases just don't care. So they put these people in these nursing homes, and these people are basically languishing in these nursing homes up until the end of their lives. So the problem is the nursing homes, just like the jails, just like the schools, were always going to be a trouble spot. Another M8. God damn, I see those things, they're selling those things like roaches, and a red one too. That was nice. But anyway, bottom line is Cuomo and de Blasio did what they had to do. They made a leadership decision, and that's just what it is. It's like, yeah, you can criticize it from your state of nowhere, wherever you are out there in the middle of Utah or Nevada listening to right-wing talk radio. But ultimately, none of us here care what you think. But one of the reasons why I make these videos is just so you can see that New York is doing just fine. Like they act like, oh yeah, there's violence every 5 seconds, and New York is violent, and it's blowing up the violence and everything. Well, I don't see that on a regular basis. I don't see that. You know, yeah, we got some crime. I mean, when you got 9.9 million people, you kind of expect a little of this. Oh, what's this guy with this This Jeep Grand Cherokee right here. This guy's up there trying to drive past me like he's somebody. Who do you think you is, son? This guy doesn't even have the full fender flares. He's up there trying to drive past me. This guy with a limited X. It's always a limited X. Every time it never fails. It's always a limited X. They be trying to drive past me like there's somebody. He's like, yeah, well, I've got an SRT hood, so guess what, buddy? I'm gonna drive past you with my V6 or my 5.7 liter V8. It's like, yo, dude, calm it down. Calm down. You and your SRT hood, but you got the damn either a V6 or a V8 under there that's not as big as mine. It's like, why are you up there why are you trying to show off? Why are you trying to show off? Your car's narrow. I got the wide body, bro. SRT's got the wide body. Who you think you is? This guy. They're trying to show off. I just let them go. It's like, my thing is, I don't want to end up running into nobody. I just let them go. It's like, yeah, have your fun. Have your fun. It's your limited X. You don't even have, look at this. He's got a limited X. So you know what that means? That means that he does not have ventilated seats. I got heated seats. I got ventilated seats. And I got that heated steering wheel. All he's got is the heated steering wheel and heated seats. He does not, for my passenger. There's no passenger over there right now, but I could cool their seat. You can't do that because you got a limited X, and FCA did not care enough about you to give you the same seats that I have. And you up there racing past me. Who you think you is? Look at this guy. This guy's driving into the city like he's Gordon Gekko. Let's follow him. This guy's up there driving into the city like he's a mogul or something. What is this guy? Who is this guy? This guy's driving into the city like he runs the damn freaking city or something. Who is this guy? I want to see who he is. That's what I want to see. I want to see who he is. I bet this. He must be like corporate CEO or something, racing into the city like that. Cheapskate. You could have gotten a Jeep Limited and you could have had it fully equipped, but you didn't do any of that. Cheapskate. It's like, yeah, excuse me, get out of the way. I've got a limited X here. Who's this guy? Okay, let's get over here. Yeah, I hate this commute. And it's so many opportunities to get into a car accident. It's just so many. Thank you for giving me my side warning. And by the way, buying a car, you should make sure you have front and rear collision warnings, especially cross traffic. And pretty much all cars, for the most part, new cars are coming with the side mirror indicators. But make sure you have front warnings, so if you get too close to the next guy, it warns you. Because that makes it so you don't hit the other guy's bumper, or at least you know if you're about to hit the other guy's bumper. It's always good to know. This is the Ed Koch Queensboro Bridge. This is the crossover from Queens into Manhattan. I probably showed you this before. Once you get off the bridge, you are in Manhattan. Oh man, that guy's way up there. Jesus Christ, these people right here driving slow. See, they're lucky it's not drier weather. If this was dry weather, man, I'd be doing this thing right here about 75 miles an hour. No less. This guy, stupid Ultimus, cheating girlfriends. This guy. Now he gets ahead of us and then he wants to slow down. Oh, look at that rain. Oh my God. Wow. All that water. Okay. It's funny because at the base of this bridge on the opposite side, there was actually a news story that was done that was saying that for whatever reason, it was really fatal. And they had a lot of car accidents specifically involving Volkswagens and Audis. And my guess was it's because guys were racing across this bridge And when they got to the forks that are in the opposite direction, I guess they must have had trouble controlling themselves or something. But I just always thought that was interesting because, there's been studies done when they see patterns of car accidents. I always thought that was very interesting. So we are now in Manhattan. None of these, the only people who are leaving, and I've said this before, the only people who leave Manhattan are the people who can't afford it. Now, there are some rich people who are like, oh man, I don't want to deal with this lockdown nonsense, and I'm going to buy a place somewhere else and I'm going to move out. That's one thing. I consider it reverse gentrification when you have rich people leaving because they just leave. But for the most part, these people ain't going nowhere. These people are staying right here. They ain't trying to go nowhere. Because this is New York City. I mean, granted, you can go to other parts of the world that are more peaceful. You can go to other parts of the world that are better run. You can go to other parts of the world that have values, that you believe in or whatever. But for the most part, New York City, we got it all. We got a little bit of everything. There ain't nobody trying to leave here. The only people leaving New York City cannot afford to stay here. The only people leaving New York City cannot afford to stay here. That's the simple truth. Now, on the opposite end of the spectrum, there are rich people leaving New York City either because they're retiring to Florida or because they just get tired of having to deal with all the, the lack of space. But for the most part, everybody else just stays. For the most part. Because where the hell else are you gonna go? Oh shit, I'm supposed to be over there. Okay, where else are you gonna go that has all the stuff that we got? Nowhere. There's nowhere to go. Especially with some of my fellow New Yorkers who have their special, how should I say, lifestyles. There are certain lifestyles that really aren't accepted in most conservative states and areas. So what I will say is that there's nowhere else to go. This is the place right here that your lifestyle is going to be accepted. Wherein if you go someplace else, you might get your ass kicked in the middle of the street and somebody might throw bleach on you. Oh, an X3. I'm going to eventually do a review on my in-law's new X3 because she just got an X3 on lease. Eventually, I'm going to see. I'm going to do a video on that. Gotta get new tires. So here we go. So this is a black Scat pack. So my cousin's asking me about tire replacements for the back. So he has Eagle RSAs. And these things are fucking, there's no tread left on this shit at all. That shit is like bald. Look at that. Look at it. There's nothing left. So he calls me 5 o'clock this morning to tell me he spun out. And I'm like, well, here's a question. When you bought the car, did you check the tires? No. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a great way to get killed. Cool. So let's look at the front. The front actually has, as you can see, the front actually has some tread life left. The back is dead. The back is done. It's like you might as well be driving around with drag radials on this shit. Wait. Oh. Might as well be driving around drag radials on this damn thing. It's good. It looks like it's in good condition. I can close it up. It's got side view. He had all the safety tech package and everything. Sounds good. So they started putting sport exhaust on all these things. Oh my God. You gotta stop smoking. All I can say, I smell tobacco. No, I would not. Okay. Alright, so what kind of features we got going up in there? So you got lane avoidance, just in case you get out of your lane. So you got the lane keeping assist, Rear parking assist, beeping. It doesn't have front parking assist, just like my Hellcat didn't have the front. This one, Dodge should be putting that shit on every one of these cars, because when they take away certain safety features, it makes you not even want to drive it that much. But let's see. For some reason, a lot of people get moonroofs and they don't keep the shade open. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, so we got the shade there. Okay, so we got the sunroof. Everybody gets a sunroof but me. So yeah, that's one of the things, like when you watch my video where I made about buying that Charger Hellcat, one of the things you'll probably have noticed, when I got to a light, I couldn't see the goddamn light, because the problem is, if I'm sitting in the car like this, and this is about where I'm sitting, this is here, and this is pretty wide. This is like damn near 1.5 feet wide right here. I couldn't see the light. So here I am. I got to duck under the goddamn thing just to see the light. And that was one of the main reasons why they had sloped back the windshields in the first place between the Charger and the 300. It's because a lot of people complained that if they were the first person in line, they couldn't see the light. In my opinion, they made it even worse. Even by sloping back the windshield this much more, you just, you know, if you're a short little guy who's like 5 foot nothing, or you're like less than 6 tall, you're not going to probably feel it the way I feel it. My cousin's pretty tall. He's like 6'3" or something like that, and I'm 6'6". So, you know, some people are going to feel it, some people are not going to feel it. Other than that, I mean, yeah, he's got all the stuff. Like, he's got the, you know, the, what is it called? The illuminated lights and shit. And, oh, he leaves his phone here. He must be charging it. Yeah, so, yeah. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. And then, you know, I kept going on and on. I was like, make sure you get heated and cooled seats and this, that, and all this. So, where you go to controls, and boom, there you go, heated and cooled seats. Gotta have heated and cooled seats. If you don't have heated and cooled seats, I mean, you'll feel like you're in a Limited X. Can't have that. Yep. Yep. Yeah, he couldn't wait to get this damn thing. He got Beats audio right here. He got the Beats audio sound system in there. Some people always ask me, oh, which is better, Harman Kardon or Beats? Well, the Beats audio system just gives you better basic speakers. The Harman Kardon gives you 19 pieces. So therefore, technically it's better to have a... Oh, how are you? I thought you stopped smoking.
Why, you smell it?
Oh, by the way, I looked at those rear tires. There's no fucking tire back there, and your fronts are okay, but there's no tire back there. Let me pull the keys so I can turn it off. Yeah, there's no tire left. Oh. Yeah, no, you gotta get brand new tires for the back. Now, here's the thing: if you get 275s, you're not going to be able to rotate them anymore unless you get all 275s. So the thing about it is...
Well, so I talked to the guys. He's going to get back to me. Being that I got it Saturday. What the hell?
No, it's just dust.
Oh, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's just
But
dust.
he said, yeah. He'll get back to me. I told him, yo, I need a brand new set of tires. Like, period.
So what did he say?
He said I'll get back.
Did he tell you the size? Did you tell him what size?
No, that's why I asked you. I don't have my phone with me, so
Your phone's in the your phone's in the glove compartment.
all right, yeah. So if you can take a picture of this right here, and even if they're 245s, I don't care as long as they're brand new, and then I'll get my own set of 275s later on. And just send that to me.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
I mean, the car really looks good. It's just too bad it smells like smoke when I get it. I thought I was secondhand smoker.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so. There it is.
No, it sounds good. Looks good. Sounds good.
All right, 16,000, well, now it's about 16,600.
Oh, are you going to take this bracket off the front?
Yo, honestly, actually, that's not a lot of space.
Yeah, and I see they put the Dodge emblem.
I thought it came out more, but that honestly wouldn't have stopped shit. But I'm glad. I kind of want to keep it.
So you had your Charger for 48 hours. So what would you tell anybody who's looking to try to buy one of these things right now because of coronavirus giveaways right now? What would you tell them?
First of all, make sure your tires are good. Also, make sure your credit is good.
Yeah, how good? What was the deal they offer you? Like monthly? What did they offer you?
Monthly? What do you mean?
Monthly payments wise.
Monthly payments like $760.
Okay.
So make sure you have a job.
Make sure you, well, yeah, I think having a job is good. Yeah, having a job is good.
You have a job. That's it.
Having a job helps.
That's it, man. And if you're fortunate enough to live in PA, you'll have great insurance.
Yeah, good insurance, better than mine.
If you live in New York, you're fucked.
Pretty much. Yep. That sounds about right. Sounds about right.
That's it, man.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, and if you're coming, so I'm coming from a Malibu. If you're coming from a car that just doesn't have no power whatsoever, don't try to get used to this in the ringing.
Nope. What? So tell me, what happened this morning? Because I got a phone call this morning. Tell them what happened this morning.
So, because of my tires, can you get the tires?
Yeah, I already looked at the other side where it's light.
Alright, so because of these tires, I'm driving regular speed. I wasn't speeding. And then after maybe 50 miles in, I did a freaking spin out or whatever.
Did you do 180 degrees or 360? Like 180? A 180 is just you're facing the opposite side of fucking traffic.
So this is the highway. I'm facing like that Ultima.
Okay.
And I was this much away from the divider.
Wow.
It could have been really bad, but if you come over here, you see there's no damage.
Thank God.
Didn't hit the divider. Thank God.
Thank God.
Somebody was praying for me. So that's it. Sorry,
Okay.
I got it. I got it on Saturday.
Got it on Saturday.
So it would have been really bad for me to lose this.
The next day. The kind of knowledge. And it's still raining like crazy out
Exactly.
there.
So this thing might stay here for a little while.
You might stay here a little while.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yo, I heard it from the breakaway.
Huh?
I heard this.
Oh, yeah, I only revved it like once. I only gave it like one rev.
No, you didn't even. Well, it wasn't even a rev. It was just turning it on. Yeah, I heard this. I was like, oh.
Yeah, auto start. See, I like having auto start because all those foreign cars, they don't have auto start because in a lot of those countries, it's illegal.
Yeah.
You know? Especially those European cars like BMWs, Mercedes, you got to start the car from your damn cell phone.
Yeah, man.
That's boring. Yeah, well, it looks good.
Quite an experience.
Looks real good. There's a lot of people always ask me, oh, should I get an RT? Should I get a Scat Pack?
You get what your pockets can afford.
What your pockets can afford.
That's it.
What your pockets can afford.
That's it, man. That's 5 years in the making right there.
5 years in the making. Cool. Get tired. So what you do, you just take your finger and you go towards the inner groove. You put your finger in there. Now, if it's coming up to like right about there, you're okay. If it's coming up to right about half your finger, either that you use a pin.
So technically, I can tell them, listen, give me 2 rear tires and I'm fine. Well, if they can do all 4, that'd be great.
There's nothing fucking on here. It's amazing. It's as if, in fact, no. Let me show you something else. Come here. Let me show you something else. Because now that you,
both of
yeah, you feel it. No. Let me show you something else. You see, there's a little line. There's like a little line. You see right here where my finger is?
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
That's an indicator. Once you get to that, you see that?
Oh.
You see that shit?
Yeah.
You see that shit?
Okay.
Once you get to that, make sure you have $500 on you.
Nah, they're giving me tires.
No, they got you. In fact, I'm surprised they were able to sell it like that because that would have never passed inspection.
They said that they just got the car in. But my
so
thing
they
is,
didn't look at it?
before I walked into the dealership, they should have had that checked out.
Oh yeah, no, that's part of that should have been part of a safety inspection.
Right.
Like you cannot sell a car legally without passing that inspection. But a lot of these dealers, they be trying to get away with that shit, but they could have just killed you this morning.
Yeah.
They could have killed your ass.
But I told them straight, I'm like, yo, I almost got to a fucking accident.
See, look at my tires right here. When you put your finger there, you can see how far. When you look for that little line indicator, if you try to find that line indicator, that tells you right there how good those tires are. No, but the mere fact that you can't find it is a good thing.
Okay.
And then you check the front. That's how you could just do your finger, and that's enough.
All right, so these, look.
And now you see, my sipes here are starting to go because I rotated these tires. So the thing about it is I still have center traction, but I'm getting ready to buy new tires.
Okay.
Again, you know, these tires, usually I got to go through new tires every 2 years.
So what I was telling D, I was like, yo, I don't even know if I feel safe driving it now. If I should just tow it.
I'll tell you like this. No. You don't necessarily have to tow it, but if it doesn't stop raining, if you do leave out of here, what time you say you get off?
5.
I would go straight to Pep Boys or Goodyear or whatever, even if
No,
if
but if they and hand them the bill.
No.
No, because they said they're gonna do it. I'm
said
just
they're
waiting
gonna
for
do
the
it
call. I need it by today or tomorrow.
Today or tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Let me go inside.
Oh yeah, I'll go on up there too. Yeah, but that's what it is.
Oh, you're leaving it here?
For right now, I'm gonna come back down here and grab it because you know.
You had to pay?
No, not yet.
That, but guess what? It buys me time to save up to get those.
In stock, can be delivered tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I like about them. She had these because I remember the Nero card.
Okay.
And okay, they're a couple of dollars extra. Okay. I'm willing to do this, man, because I just want to be safe at the end of the day. And the protection is 50,000 miles. So here's my thing. If I do that, they'll replace them after 50,000 miles, so I don't have to buy any more, right?
What? No. The warranty on the tire is just in case they wear out before 50,000 miles. But chances are,
But look, you're saying 3,000. So when that 3,000 happens, and
no, you got to read those contracts real carefully because some places will cover, like Goodyear and Pep Boys and what is it called, Mavis. Usually they'll cover them, but a lot of these places won't.
So why wouldn't you do that so you don't have to go through tires?
No, because the warranty is very specific about the tread life, and when you read the warranty, you'll understand what I'm talking about. $236. Set of 4, 910. So basically $1,000 for 4.
But even if, look, I got a brand new, like I said, brand new 245s in the back, that gives me time. I don't need time for this. I can get that like this week. But you know, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? If I had this on, maybe it wouldn't have been good for me.
Lane sense warning, you have one early, and what is it? Lane sense strength. Yeah, medium. Okay.
Park sense. Sound display.
15.3 miles per gallon, huh?
Well, yeah, but guess
And
what?
that was after you reset it, right?
After I reset
Okay.
it, but it's gonna keep increasing. The only reason I have this is because I was going, I wasn't doing true highway. I was, you know, taking it easy, and then, you know,
Okay.
2 more weeks. Give me a month. It's gonna be up to 20.
Okay.
Promise you. And then you see that 309? when I first got this car, it was 197.
Okay.
So. Oh,
And that's
shit.
with a full
Did you
tank.
just see that?
What?
I said 309. Now it's 308.
It's because you're sitting still with the engine on.
Exactly.
Yeah, turn it on.
Oh, but what I wanted you to help me with is this.
Oh, the memory seats?
Yeah.
Set yourself up comfortably. Okay, turn the car on and then set yourself up comfortably. Man, it's gonna be a bitch to keep this thing clean because it's like as soon as you touch it, you got prints, scuff. Yeah, turn it on. All right. So, are you comfortable? Is the steering wheel comfortable?
Yeah, this is cool.
So that's how you sit?
Yeah.
All right. So what you do is while you're in park, you put. Yeah, set up nice.
All right, yeah.
All right, so you just push set,
Yeah.
and then you push 1, and that's memory profile 1. If you do set and then 2, that's if there's a second person driving. You really drive with the wheel that low?
I like it. It's like a little race car.
Oh, really? Okay.
I do that with all my cars.
All right.
Any car I drive.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's all you got to do.
All right. Sounds good.
Oh, and it has it has automatic let you out. I guess it adjusts itself to let you
does
out.
that,
Yeah,
and-
my Chrysler did that.
I realized it has automatic high beam where when I see people coming, I don't have to.
It flashes. A lot of people tell me they hate that.
I love it.
Yeah, a lot of because what it is it'll flash the high beam automatically as soon as somebody either passes you or you pass somebody.
Right.
So they tell me they don't like that. But if you don't have to have this front bracket, when you get a chance, take it off if you don't have to have it on. This thing is low. This thing is really low. I wonder if the last person lowered this shit. But no, maybe they didn't. But it seems like it's lower than normal. I don't know. It's got a nice stance though. Once you get those 275s.
But 275 is gonna look real pretty because I don't like that gap right there.
Yeah, it's a black car. It's hard to see the gap, but whatever.
This looks sexy at nighttime. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Nighttime, this thing looks crazy.
All these window tints. The cops are gonna pull you over. I've been pulled over. I didn't even have tints, and then I know that shit was racist. And they were like, "Oh yeah, well we thought you had tints. What are you trying to say? I'm too dark? Fucking racist." Yeah. No, looks
Can you
good.
touch it?
Huh? What'd you say?
Oh, I can't touch it.
Oh, the rotor?
Hell yeah. And when I seen the rotor, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to change these for a while. Now,
No,
the
you said-
calipers, I don't know.
No, you mean no, the pads. The calipers typically last the longest. It's the
what are the
pads
pads?
that get. No, the pads are inside that
Oh,
red
they're
caliper.
inside, okay.
That's the part that squeezes the rotor and slows it down.
Now, the pads, how much are the pads for these cars?
Like $300, maybe $200.
Each?
You might be able to do it for
For a pair?
between 2 and 3.
For a pair.
Figure a front brake job altogether is going to cost you probably about $200 to $300.
I'm not going to Dodge. I'm just going to go to
Doesn't
regular
even
place.
matter where you go.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter because
just
the parts
taking it out
cost
and
money.
putting it back. That's it.
The parts cost money, but no, it looks good.
See my fake Hellcat right here? That's crazy.
Fake Hellcat.
Right there. Fake. That's Hellcat stuff right
No,
there.
no, no. It's okay for it to say SRT, but saying SRT is fine.
No, that's fine, but usually the Scats don't come with that.
Yeah, so just a little. No. Well, if they're gonna do paint correction, just use. But see, that's what happens with the rocks. That's why you got to get Expel.
Also, there's
If you get the Expel guards, like Expel can make it so the rocks don't chip you up.
this right here. I saw this yesterday. Yeah, no big deal. I'm gonna take it to a shop or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see. It's a little bit of a crease there. Somebody must have did a little back up into the parking lot.
No,
or
I
something.
don't think it was a car because you would have more.
So what would have done that? That's the only thing that could have done that with that much force. That's the only thing. Yeah, but it's barely noticeable, and they can hammer that right out.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's I was not tripping about
that's
the
not-
body. The body is fine.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. Looks menacing. It's a good looking car. All black though. Yeah, have fun washing this son of a bitch. It's gonna stay dirty.
Oh hell no!
Have fun washing it. Black is like the worst color.
We got touchless car wash 2 miles away, so I'm taking it over there. And when I got a vacuum, I can do that.
You gotta carry one of those spray bottles with a
Yeah.
auto detailer, and a microfiber cloth.
We have a bunch of those. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have that in the trunk
All right.
to wipe down and stuff or whatever.
Very nice. Very nice.
And I do see this right here.
What's that?
This right here. It's like
Yeah, minor little
stuff.
quibbles. Not a deal.
That's not a deal breaker.
You can get like a magic marker. Little quibbles.
This is hot, man.
Yeah. I can't imagine how many people are going to be. Like, the deal is quick. They won't stop calling us. They won't stop calling us. Hey, we got this. You interested? And I'm like, no. No, can you give me a deal on this Nissan Altima?
I feel like a dealer right now would give me about 40 grand.
Every time I look at this Nissan Altima, it makes me want to cheat on my boyfriend. That's what these cars are. These are for cheating girlfriends. That's what they are. If you're a girlfriend and you got one of these, you're cheating on your boyfriend. In the back seat, probably. And especially if you have that old one. You see right there? Those Nissan Altimas right over there, that old model right there. Yeah. Those right there have created more illegitimate children than drugs and alcohol combined. Those right there. Yeah. And it's funny because the women with these cars, they trying to race you and shit. And I'd be like, listen, do you see that SRT badge on the back? That means don't do it. Yeah, I don't know what these people's problem is. It's like these ladies coming out there like they big tough guys. Oh. Yeah.
That's like 135, 135, 160, the white.
The BMW?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably like 5 or something.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Little car.
Yep. If you don't have that all-wheel drive system, oh damn! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! She's hugging her and everything. Okay, well, you know, I guess the cops will handle it. So it's no big deal. But you know, you're giving somebody a hug like that. You know, it must have been scary. You don't have that all-wheel drive system. You're sliding around the road and everything. I'm glad she was hugging her. I thought she was going to take a swing at her and be like, yeah, you messed up my car. I tell you, after an accident, it's like you got to contain yourself because you take one look at your beautiful car all messed up because somebody in a damn Nissan hit you. It's like you want to kill them. But fortunately, that didn't happen, fortunately. Yeah. go. Here we go. Street racing prevention unit. We've got we're responding to a little bit of street racing on over here. Let's get in here and get to the street racing. There's somebody up here street racing. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. He can't run. All right, what we got? What we got? What we got, boys? What we got? Wait, what we got? What we got? We're up here somewhere. Wait, hold on. Hold on. We're gonna get him. We gonna get him. We're gonna get him. We got another unit up there. I'm a unit in pursuit. We're gonna get to them. We're gonna get them. Guys up there street racing. We gonna get them. They ain't getting away. We're gonna put Pokey in the hokey. Here's something I don't see much. My uncle was asking me if he wants to buy a wide body Charger or Challenger, can he hook up a tow hitch to it? To which I said, nobody tows with these goddamn cars. If you're gonna tow something, you can use your navigator to tow something. It's like you don't buy a Jeep SRT and tow stuff with it. Like, I'm looking at this guy's tow hitch and I'm like, I would never do that. Like, I would rather rent a truck or something. I don't want to tow with this thing. This car is just too perfect to tow with. I understand that they moved the dual exhaust from the center to the sides in order to make it possible for people to tow, but I would never do that. Like, why would you do that? It's so tacky. I ain't towing nothing with this thing. Now, there's a lot of people would probably say, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna hook up a tow hitch and I'm gonna tow my Challenger or my Charger to the track so I can race these pathetic Econo boxes. Well, yeah, I could see that, but me personally, I just don't. I couldn't see doing that. I don't want that. I don't want that. Video together, so I'm gonna actually do that soon.
No, that's I'm trying to find a good time when I can come like around your house and you have a little more space or whatever. But that's all.
God damn Nissans.
Oh, that.
Everybody knows how much I love Nissans.
Yeah, right. Nah, but and I was looking to take a vacation soon. So I'll have time. I'll take a ride down.
All right. Well, yeah, we get a chance sooner or later. All right, man. All right. I'll talk to you. Yet another happy Chrysler Dodge customer. See, I've been saying it. It's like you got to make cars that are big, huge, and fast. It's like if you're going to make small, stupid cars like, the Lincoln Continental and anything made by like Honda and just about anything made by Toyota, you're eventually going to start to lose sales. Because people are going to be like, you know what? This is boring. I don't want that. I'm not buying that. I'm going to take my money. I'm going to go to somebody who caters to my desire. You know? Oh, boy. So now I begin the long trek back. I got to have all types of features. Like I got front sensors, back sensors. Got the, what is it called? The trajectory, rear backup and all that stuff. You got to have it all, man. It's like if they can give you that stuff I mean, for God's sakes, Honda and Kia, they changed the whole game. They made it so that now BMW, Mercedes, y'all ain't got no excuse, man. You ain't got no excuse. You better give me all them features. Heated, cooled seats, heated steering. Did you know Tesla just put a heated steering wheel into the Model 3? Yo, that should be standard. It's like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? The features are supposed to be standard by now. Y'all are trying to nickel and dime people on that. If you want to nickel and dime somebody on something, nickel and dime on buying a bigger battery or something like that. It's like, I should have all of that stuff in my car. My cousin's car right there, he got heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel, just like I do. It's like, yeah, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, well, we're going to add that in eventually, and we're going to make it so that we have a heated steering wheel, and you also get 380 miles worth of range. It's like, you guys are clowns. But that's just what it is, you know? Something else. Nice weather, nice night, no rain. So far, so good. Right? Let's see. Oh, these people like to go right through red lights, huh? Oh, man. These little cars. This guy's North Carolina plates. These little tiny old Econo boxes. That's a Saturn. You don't even see Saturns up here no more. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Really? What are y'all doing? Yeah, inequality. Like, here I am driving an SRT Jeep, and this guy's driving a Saturn. Anything. Yeah, that's inequality right there. Welcome to Queens. Oh my God, look at that traffic going into Manhattan. My God. The traffic is just terrible. See, this is where you gotta be careful right here. You wreck up right here. You gotta be very careful. Very careful going down there. Nice night. Yeah, looks like we're gonna have some Queens traffic. Not fun. Not fun at all. This traffic. I hate coming into the city. Go right here. This one's been done up pretty well, I suppose. Get on about our business.
Yeah, I just washed my car. It looks like this is terrible. I gotta do this myself. A touchless car wash. What is that? Oh, God. Yeah, that looks like I'm gonna have to start washing this myself. Oh well.
terrible.
To be continued.